Are you? I hope everyone is doing well this evening on this Tuesday of September 13th, 2022. Um, I guess I'll post date this video before I go to rest tonight. Of course, I'm not putting my face to the camera. I'm very tired. I'm in my pajamas. I'm just looking at, I'm just ready for bed. But before I lay my head down to rest, I give God thanks anyway for this day. He has shown me, given me, and poured out his wisdom to me. And that's why I wanted to come and do this late night video with you. Even though I'm tired, I just want to give God thanks for what he said he's going to do and what he has already done. And I just thank God for the new anointing and the new things he has shown throughout this whole entirety of the R. Kelly battle in the courtroom. Thanking Jennifer Bonjean for taking this fight. She didn't have to, but it's the God that moved her to take this fight, to see that this man is truly innocent. And it's sad that so many people are beating on his self, beating on this man, saying the things they said. Of course, I said something in my community post about the Chicago Tribune. I don't like that newspaper. I don't like the introduction to any articles that they write on Robert Sylvester Kelly. I think it's disgusting. I think they're tacky. I think people have lost really integrity. There is certain a level of integrity when you write an article about a person, especially about a high profile celebrity. Even if you don't like them, there is some kind of, decency and order. I can't support you know, that kind of, um, what you would call, I would say tabloid or articles or media outlet or whatever. When you take a career to do something, whether you like people or not, there is a way you do it without being, derogatory. And they have really disrespected R. Kelly all throughout this entire time of his whole thing, going through this battle with the court, going through the scandal about under his name, everything. They just been very disrespectful. And I don't understand. And anytime anybody from the support group that want to read a newspaper about that, read from an article that was written by them, I just can't. I question that, because why would you want to read an article about a man you're supporting, but they're disrespecting him? I wouldn't like. You got to turn around, and then you praising God. I can't understand that. There's just certain things that just catch my attention in a godly way. And I just will not listen to that stuff. I don't want that stuff in my system. I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to read it. Nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's just, to me, is a disrespect to the supporters, not only to Robert Sylvester Kelly, but to his family. He has young daughters. He has a young son. He does have a family besides just himself in this world. This man has lived a long time, and he has people in his life that love him and honors him and looks up to him as a human being. And why would you write stuff like that, like a disgraced singer, disgraced singer? I'm so sick of hearing it. And I just think that it's time now that people will just look at that and take a stand against it. This is not right. It's just not right. Whether you like him or not, you don't have a right to sit there and put his name in disgrace, his name. Just say that the superstar. What happened to integrity in people today? People just got so low with their standards. We have to like turn away from that newspaper. Turn away from anything written by that Chicago Tribune. I'm tired of it. I am so tired, because the government did not prove a case in any kind of way that this man was guilty of any of these things that he was accused of. And moving on from that, I'm going to say this. I don't like putting my face to the camera right now. So I know a lot of people are not here right now because you want to hear drama, you want to hear blah, blah, blah. But I just got to get this stuff off my mind or off my chest. As I'm looking through this trial, this man being accused of things he took place in his career with being in misconduct with minors, what happened to his adequate counseling? What happened to the lawyers that was supposed to be protecting him and his music? What happened to like these lawsuits coming at him and nobody ever fought this in court? They didn't never say, look, we're not going to pay any of these women. We're going to take this fight to court because we want to find him. We want to take care of this on a legal level. None of these attorneys that was supposed to be representing this man throughout his entire career has ever sat with their client or ever been on any interview with him to make sure he don't say anything that will cause him any problems in court later on or come against him. None of these people, but they had all got paid. They all got paid. So all throughout his whole entire career, this man was set up. He was set up for his music because whoever his legal counsel was, they should be disbarred because none of this stuff should have gotten this far. Lifetime should have never been able to even do a documentary on his life without them fighting against them doing it. His attorney should have had took the front line to defend him that this should never have taken place on this man's career, in this man's life. And this is the things I want to say. R. Kelly has truly been the victim throughout all of this. And I pray that people will see it through the lens of God, that this man has been victimized. None of these people that did these claim these things happened to them, that Robert Sylvester Kelly done to them, are any victims. They were the abusers. They were the ones who took advantage of this man. This man is innocent. And it just hurts me to the core of my heart for people to even be out here saying he done this, he done that. How could he have done this for 30 years without any lawyers that he had? And if he was paying people that have the money that he was paying to protect him? This is what I'm trying to say. These attorneys should have just like said, look, we ain't paying none of these women until we take this to court. And then once we take it to court and we have a litigation about it, then we can see how we can make a settlement. If my client has offended any of you or took advantage or done anything to hurt, harm, or did anything to any of these women, none of them took the stand to ever do that. And only Jennifer Bargene at the end of this man's career. That's why she took on this fight. God bless you, Jennifer Bargene. That's why she took on this fight, because she knows the law. How in the hell did he do these things for 30 years and all these women coming forward saying he has sexually abused them and they were minors and blah, 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 blah. And none of these attorneys ever took this to court. These attorneys that was supposed to be working for him behind his music, and now Steve Greenberg come with his statement and saying the shit he's saying. You know, he's a piece of shit. Okay? He is a piece of shit. And that's how I feel. I just pray that God will grant Robert Sylvester Kelly his freedom, his liberty. And so he can be able to join with his children and his children's children. That this man can actually have a life of peace and enjoy life just being a human being. This is just fucking breaking my heart. This is sad. Sad to the core. I never seen somebody disrespected the way I have seen the way the system has wronged R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, the man behind the music. This is horrible, people. Horrible. The worst I ever seen any human being ever been treated since the time I've been on this earth. Since the time I've lived, never seen a human being treated as horrible as I saw this man being treated. And I just pray that the jurors will see through the lens of God that he is innocent and he has been the victim and not the monster that they had painted him to be on Lifetime. This is horrible. But I gotta go. I'm tired. I wish I could go on and say more things, but I'm not. We just gonna wait while the jurors are in deliberation. And I'm just praying right now for Robert Sylvester Kelly. I am really praying for him. So with all that being said, you all have a blessed night. And if God's willing, I'll be back with you all soon. Take care. Be blessed. I gotta go. I know somebody just came in, but I gotta go. But if you could watch the replay to this video, if you want to hear what I had to share here tonight, but I gotta go. I can't stay on this thing too long because I'm very emotional right now. So you all take care. Have a blessed night. Bye-bye.